Hello everyone, how you all doing? Hope you've been having a great day so far. Another video log just to recap a little of the things that I've been doing for the last couple of days. Yesterday was a rather slow day. I was trying to catch up with some sleep that I have been missing for the last few days. So didn't manage to do much during the morning, and during the afternoon we had some relatives visiting us. Not a very productive day, but I still managed to do a few things. I played some video games, mostly Orwell, which is a game based on you being like a data spy and trying to connect data chunks. I think it's what they call them, and profile a terrorism attack, try to discover who did the terrorist attack. It was an okay-ish game. I think it was decently implemented, but it had some flaws. But overall, it was pretty decent. I still haven't finished it, so I will try to play it sometime soon to finish up the main game. I think there's an expansion already. Anyways, I also watched a bunch of TV series, mostly Sex Education. I've been trying to finish that. Sex Education is not totally my cup of tea. It's more like a romantic comedy for young teenagers, but I found it funny, so I just kept watching. Not enough soap opera feeling to it to annoy me that much. So yeah, I was more curious with the storyline how it would evolve than anything else. And it has Gillian Anderson, which I love from all the way back from X Files. So yeah, that was pretty good. Just answered a few more mails, and that was pretty much my day. I was trying during the night to do some research on Solarpunk because I'm not entirely convinced on the story that I've been writing, as I think I mentioned it on a previous video. I'm not entirely convinced that it's like sci-fi enough, so I try to look up more elements from typical Solarpunk and try to get more into to that headway. And I think what I'm going to try to do with the story is to revamp it from, instead of being on the current future that we are on the current present day, try to do a more alternative version where our current state has been disbanded due to corruption or something like that, or uh, that the little villa or city became independent somehow and from the corrupt system, and trying to shine away from the big cities, politics and that kind of stuff, which in some dystopian futures has occurred, like the breaking down of the country states kind of thing, and uh, into smaller regions. Although I don't think that's a very likely future to occur. Um, for personal reasons, I don't think that's really viable. I don't think that's the way that our society is gonna go towards. But it would be a nice element to add, that would, like, because Solarpunk tries to distinguish itself from the big cities and the big dystopian cities that has, like, I guess in Cyberpunk. Um, so it's more countryside, but revamping countryside into a way that's like futuristic and utopian and driving forwards for the future and thinking about ecological benefits and saving the world through local action. At least that's what's in my head. So I'm gonna try to drive it a little bit more into that way. I think I'm gonna screw up the whole text while I'm at it. But yeah, I mean that's what you do when you revise text. You have to change things. I do have version control, so I can always revert later on. That's a very good thing. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to do today. But the kid was with fever last night, so last night was a troublesome night. We had to reassure him a few times during the night, give him some painkillers. He was better today, this morning, but still not good enough to stay in daycare the whole day. He had another fever relapse, and they medicated him, and he came home. He's been fine since he's home, eating fine, still in a good mood, the usual stuff. No fever again, so he should be okay. But yeah, it consumed a lot of our time, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. Um, so yeah, that's still in my to-do list. It's to revise the text on Solarpunk, but I had another stuff that was like getting overly delayed, so I focused on that this night, which was um, to prepare things for Hogmanay's Shader Royale. So Hogmanay is a demo party. It's going to happen on New Year's Eve, and it's been organized by Reality 404 and a few other people. And one of the events that they're going to have is a Shader Royale, which I've been organizing a few. I organized one at the Inertia Demo Party, the demo party in Portugal that I organized. I organized another one a couple weeks ago on the 4th of December. And I'm going to organize the third edition here. Um, and Shader Royale is an event where you have a lot of people live coding pixel shaders. So know what a pixel shader is. I can try to explain it very succinctly. It's like a programming environment of some sort where you write mathematical functions to say are what each pixel should be outputting to your graphics card. Um, and there's a specific environment for coding pixel shaders called Bonzomatic, which people in the demo scene have been using a lot to do shader showdowns, which is like put one programmer against another programmer and see which one is the best of them. And then it got evolved into a networked version where you can have remote people participating instead of being in the PC next to each other. So with that came the idea to have a sort of battle royale simulation where we have all of the people programming at the same time, and at the end we will eliminate them one by one. That's the concept that I came up with, and that's what I've been trying to do. We had 9 participants on the first Shader Royale. On the second one we had 14, I believe, or 13. And well, I'm trying to see how many we'll get on this Hogmanay's party. Not sure if it's gonna be the same or not. I'm not spamming as much. Like I'm not asking every single programmer that I know about it. I'm just asking the people who participated before. Some of them can't do it, which is common. It happens. Some people have plans for New Year's Eve. That's absolutely normal. And a few people who didn't participate, but they usually participate on Shadow Showdowns, and I'm bothering them again, asking, okay, are you interested in participating this time? So I don't know how many people we'll have. We have 5 people confirmed so far in the last 2 hours that I started asking people, so that's already pretty good. With 5 people, we already have a cool show. So I'm happy with that. I'm missing a DJ right now, but I have a few people who I have in mind to contact as well, which I will do after I release this video. And yeah, and we just program for I think we will change the rules this time for 25 minutes. So you start with a basic screen, everyone starts with the same screen, and you have to code whatever effect you want to code without like copy pasting from previous things that you did. It needs to come everything from your head. So that's the challenge. You have to live code the pixel shader thing and put it on the screen. And people are watching your progress as you go. We have music booming for those 25 minutes. I'll be talking crap on the live stream as we go on, and then we will have some voting sessions to eliminate the contestants one by one until we know the winner. So yeah, that's pretty much what Shader Royale is about. I invite you to join if you haven't seen. There's also some videos of the previous editions, which I guess I'll put on the description for Shader Royale 1 and Shader Royale 2. Shader Royale 0 was a test that we did. It's also available on the playlist. I did a whole playlist with a whole different list of different Shader Royales that are organized. So I'll probably just link that on the description below. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. See you next time. Bye bye, everyone. Take care.